That sounds like you guys should, all three of you guys should clap. How are you? I mean, first I want to say thank you guys that stayed. Okay, I appreciate it. So you guys are going to turn their cameras on. Let's just give them one-on-ones. Go ahead, Nicole.
We have a Karen question via text.
Okay, good. Are you going with Karen's?
I got a question from myself.
You know what? We'll let you ask the first question, and then Karen will get the second one via text, since you guys were the only couple.
So we saw Jared Wilson and at left guard do second team and also take some snaps at center. What have you seen from him lately that led to his usage?
Just trying to get everybody the spots that they may end up in and still have a competition at left guard, and making sure that he's where he needs to be. And I give him credit. Wasn't able to practice on Thursday. Worked hard to get back. Worked him out before the game. And we all decided that he would be able to play. And he played and probably had some good snaps, and probably was going to have some snaps that we'll need to improve on. So that's the plan, is just trying to get him all the work that he may need, and continue to compete.
Is there a point in the preseason in which you'd like to have the?
Well, I think just when it's clear, when it's clear. There's not a timeline, but I think that when it becomes clear, and it didn't before, and I don't think it has yet now. So we'll still keep working and trying to get the best group in there, and then get guys that are versatile and can help us behind them, because very rarely are you going to play the same five throughout a 17-game season, and hopefully whatever comes after that is just trying to get a good solid group of offensive linemen, establish the first unit, but then also have some really good pieces behind them. What's Karen got?
Dan Roach on behalf of Karen Caribbean. How gratifying is it in terms of the culture you're trying to build, is seeing Efton Chisholm, an undrafted free agent, in second and third efforts to make plays and get into the end zone?
Doesn't matter how you get here. The only thing that matters is what you do when you're here, and I think that's another great example of that. And Chiz, when given opportunities, has taken advantage of them. And we talked about his play strength last week, and I would say that continued to be true this week.
How much does that come into your three
follow-up via text? No.
So the three principles of making what you training camp, earning a role.
I think that's exactly what we talked about. Like, this has to be a work day, this has to be an identity day, but this also has to be an earn a role day, and making sure that we showed up with that mentality.
A couple of defensive veterans making plays in the second half, and Kyle and Anthony. Just curious, we haven't talked a whole lot about Anthony, but of course, what have you seen from him?
I've seen a competitiveness, and Anthony's been around, and again, we've had really good conversations, and you try to draft some guys, and there's some young guys in here, and it's a fine balance. And to his credit, he's done nothing but compete in practice, earn reps, earn opportunities in the game, and take advantage of everyone that he's gotten, and a factor today and even last week.
It was a little surprising to see them both playing so late in the game.
Well, we have to, we only have so many guys. There's guys that didn't travel, there's guys that didn't play, and we have to have 11 out there every play. And so this is the third week of our first training camp as a coaching staff and as a team. Like, that's what I want everybody to realize. This is the third week of our first year, and we have to just, we have to get this right. And everybody, will just be prepared to play, and for however long that you're in there or whenever you're asked, and help on special teams. Somebody's got to protect the punter. Somebody's got to go on the field goal unit. Somebody has to be on the kickoff return, right? That our obligation is we have to protect the guys that have the ball, and then, we have to be able to play and get stops just like we did. And that builds confidence and trust throughout everybody on the team. I feel like you guys now are just going to tag team the hell out of me.
One of your opponents didn't play their starters in the game. Going off what you just said, does that sort of describe your preseason philosophy in terms of building?
Well, it described our philosophy today, is that we just want to go out and work through a pregame warm-up and work through openers and making adjustments and things to coach on. If you don't do anything today, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now you work again on Monday. Like, today had to be a work day, and for some it wasn't that much, and for others it was more. And what other teams do can't affect us. We'll try to play the situation and score when we're in the red zone. And, I think it's a great reminder of, we talked about Chisholm and Jordan Polk, like saving a touchdown and defending every blade of grass, and we force them to kick a field goal. And, that's the difference sometimes in these games is an extra effort play that allows the defense to defend every inch and blade of grass and offense to fight for every inch.
Mark, how pleased are you with your defense? Being able to keep Minnesota out of the end zone?
Well, yeah, we were 2 for 2 last week in the red zone, and so that improved today. Not letting them run it in was critical, and then also, getting those stopped there at the end and being able to play it situationally, and we'll be able to coach on the offensive, the 5-minute drive, and have a better plan. But I think we were close today, and certainly we had some 2-minute situations, and offensively we had a bunch of first and second down work.
What did you see on Trevion's touchdown?
That he runs hard and protects the ball, and guys were finishing and gave him a little bit of crease, and you don't need much. I think he finds it, and it was a big good run early in the game.
From a lot of guys, from a personal perspective, obviously, guys in different situations, I understand all that, but what's the general message to the roster, the guys in the locker room, when you get to the final week of preseason defensively?
Well, I'll save that for the guys in the locker room. Before I tell them, certainly don't feel like I could tell you, but it's really going to stay consistent. That we have to work and we have to continue to improve. We don't have a ton of time left, and there's things that we have to continue to get better at, and preparing to win. We have to really start preparing to win.
Did you feel Drake's performance, especially after that first drive?
Yeah, and I think that he settled down, and it was good to see, a lot of positives after that, and that's why I decided to go back out with that unit. And so I felt like there was a rhythm and a flow and an execution. I'll be able to give you a little bit more tomorrow when I'm able to talk to the medical staff and then try to update you guys tomorrow with everything that I can as it relates to some of the injuries.
Did you get your carrot cake? That's one.
I did. I got plenty of cake. There's no shortage of cake.
And how good was this week for you guys with the 2 joint practices, the preseason game today?
Appreciate the Vikings and what they were able to do, their organization, and the ease and comfort in which we were able to work here. The facilities, just the energy at practice. It's a good football team. It's a talented roster. They do a lot defensively, and so we thank them and appreciated what they were able to do for us. And we'll go back home and get back to work. Thanks, guys.